Take a little look-see at that song book. Did it, 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 did it. Oh, there we are. There's a lot of songs in this game. There are a lot of songs in this game, by the way. Wait, where's Lullaby? Do I not know the Lullaby? This playthrough's been a lot of work. God damn. So we're supposed to meet the Magpie yet, soon. And here we are, for that purpose. I assume I'll have an opportunity to do the Orphan Prince song. Seems kind of story significant, and almost every song has come up in some context at some point. I tried that before. That didn't work out. Right, that's how my last session ended, didn't I? Didn't it? I walked into this hole, I'm like, oh, that must be where I go, right? And then, that didn't work out. A little weird because it's exactly where the Raven was earlier. Oh, I haven't talked to you for a while, have I? You have returned, as you promised. But I sense you come in search of answers. Is there nothing more you need? You have done so much for me, and yet I have one more request. My mortal remains and Heiths lay strewn about this place. Oh, we're missing one of each. Will you gather and return them to my tomb? I wish to rest now beside my true love. How will I recognize the remains as yours? They bear my name, as Heiths bear his. If you will grant me this kindness, I will give you something precious in return. Until then, I must remain a shade. Ooh, emergency surprise quest. Hello. Okay. Where am I going to look for their ashes? It kind of comes down to where have I not checked yet, I guess? But I thought I did a decent job. Ah. Is that a spider? Where'd that sound come from? There's probably a spider down there. In the area I tried to jump into, but then I fell to my death. There must be another way to get down there, right? But I see a trap down there. And then if there's a spider trap down there, there's a decent chance there's also a spider down there. But now I've got a new goal, so I don't give a crap. Goodbye, main story. See you later. I'm gonna go find these remaining ashes. I'm so close to, as far as I can tell, doing, like, every quest in the entire game, basically. What am I stuck on? And so if I have a chance to do every quest in the game, I might as well, right? The catacombs. But where am I gonna look for these last pieces? This is just a heavy urine, right? Yeah, because the ashes were added to my inventory when I got each one. They don't remain in the environment. Huh. There's a decent chance that the most reasonable response is simply to go right back to town and ask our blacksmith friend, who often just solves my problems for me. Hooray! I'm also somewhat torn about, like, playing the song for Silas. Would he feel mocked having a song about him, or would it be, like, touching? I think he takes the songs pretty well, though, in the intro. So you super don't believe I'm your king, right? Right? Yep. I forgot if I tested that or not before. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I'll just casually change out some clothes real quick. Boom. No one can see me change my clothes when I'm inside of a thing. Hey, Rollo. But yeah, I saw... So I played the Coward King, which was a little brutal because I played the song about his father. I don't know. I can't remember if he knew that it was his father already or not. No, he already knew. Yeah, because he's been collecting them for that purpose. That's the item that led to me getting the revelation. Wasn't why he knew. He already knew, I believe. So he responded aggressively to the song about his cowardly father. But when Wander played this game, which he didn't make very far because I guess there was a glitch that stopped him from being able to play through the sewers or whatever, where like the game would be unplayable for some reason, he played Murder of Crows to him, which is the one that insults rats to their faces, which has two levels of messed up because you're playing the racist rat song to his face, so you immediately understand why he's reacting the way he does, but then you talk to him later, and we know now that he would get bullied by all the mice when he was growing up because they would sing an even more brutal version of that song to his face because he was a rat growing up among mice. And so it's like you're bringing that all back to him, but his response is still it's like, you dare sing that to my face? Good. Like he switches around to like, oh, you're gonna need that kind of spunk to survive this whole quest anyway. Alright there, mouse. There's something you wanted? I need to find things. I need to set up why is it always an option? I've had that for so long. I'm collecting a set of urns like this one. Can you help? Beautiful work. Must be almost 1,000 years old. Not seen anything like this before. You're on your own with this one, mouse. Fuck. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. It's not good news. It's really not good news. The one thing Rollo won't help me on. It makes sense. I was already thinking it'd be a little weird if he knew how to even help me with that stuff, because how would he have known where they were? Although how he knows where anything is half the time is a mystery to me. He's a man of many secrets. But also I assume that going to the Magpie hole doesn't like just end the game. I assume the game doesn't just mysteriously end at that point. So based on that hypothesis, I would figure that assuming the game doesn't just mysteriously end... What? Oops. Assuming the game doesn't just mysteriously end out of nowhere, I'll probably be able to come back. And there's a decent chance, since I think I've been vaguely thorough, and the fact that I have exactly one missing of each of the urn types, there's a decent chance they're just in that hole. Because there's clearly an area below that I've never been to yet. So maybe that's where the last urns are. I think, earnestly. Almost fell off that cliff right there. Because I'm a genius. Oh! Misjudged how far up the ramp I was. Let's throw a little save in there. There we go. Even though I've accomplished absolutely nothing. Well, I've accomplished walking down that hallway and getting this quest. That's all I've done so far this episode. Good job. Why? Are you like re-dying over here or something? Like, is the game remembering to kill you again? I keep hearing him. What am I missing here? Oh, hey. That'd be it. Hello, ladder. Oh, hey, hello, Magpie. I was like, where the hell did the Magpie go? The Magpie was clearly there before. Do I just talk to you? Oh, he has full dialogue. Who is this that approaches in the dark? Magpie, I must speak with you. By what authority do you claim such a privilege? By the right of the king. A king? Your Majesty, this is an honor. I am Ravik, descendant of... That's a hard one. Miglar, the daughter of Elgim. Miglar. In Magpie mythology, Miglar is the great winged creator. It's said that she conjured into existence the heavens and the skies and all the creatures who dwell there, simply by speaking their names. Miglar needed only to say the word, and her word became the truth. It's unsurprising, then, that magpies so greatly value the spoken word, or that they hold lies in such contempt. Oh. Oh, they don't like lies. Yeah, that might not go over well with me pretending to be the king, then. We'll see how that goes. Oh no. I need to choose King Sauk or King Nor. Do I know these names already? I am King Nor. King Nor the Ruthless, whose armies almost brought the 5 rat lands to their knees. King Nor of the Querulous, quick to anger, no never to forgive. King Nor the Rancorous, who visits swift vengeance upon all those who displease him. King Nor the Crepuscular, what are these words? They're descriptive, I guess. Whose victims' cries haunt the dusk and the dawn. Then you've heard of me. Can there be any creature that hasn't? It is an honor to be in your presence, and I would sing of your magnificence. But first, would you kindly remove the shade from this dying light and illuminate the hall? Oh, right, the dying light. Right, the dying lights are just the blue lights. Illuminate the hall. For what reason? For what reason? So I might better see your majesty. This sounds like the trap. This sounds a lot like the Bilbo Smaug and back and forth, where a small, weak liar is trying to manipulate a giant, dangerous creature, and the dangerous creature is hinting at activities that can further risk the liar's fate. Give me the answers I seek, and I will help you in return. Forgive me, your majesty, but it's so dark, and I can scarcely see my codex feathers. That's where they write everything? They write everything on their bodies. It's kind of set up by how their portrait has these swirls on the side of their head. All birds have many different kinds of feathers, each serving a specific purpose. Remage feathers for flight, down for warmth, bristles for protection, and so on. Magpies alone possess a set of codex feathers concealed beneath their wings. These feathers are preened in such a way as to function as a mnemonic system, enabling the retention and recall of great volumes of information. Each magpie must take great care to maintain the codex, for it contains the knowledge of their forebears and the history of all things. Well, that's a neat race. Who am I to refuse a magpie's request? Sire, you are gracious indeed. Ah, he just disappeared. That's spooky. Oh, he moved. Or she, or whatever. Maybe they didn't have an animation? I swear they teleported, right? How do I unattach that thing? I'm a little worried because if I mess this up, I'm going to fall to my doom because of the hole underneath. Maybe that's the trap. Maybe they know I'm a liar. The eerie flame is quite cool to the touch. Oh boy. That was a bad moment. What are you doing? Let's try again. Let's try throwing something at it instead. Like you. Oh no, it's a dark icon. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, such splendor. I trust the light is to your satisfaction, wise magpie. Oh, most illuminating, your highness. That's not a positive face. How fortunate am I to gaze at last upon your majesty. Okay, the scale of this, the scale of their head changes wildly from picture to picture, doesn't it? Tell me, are those diamonds or sapphires in your crown? Fuck. Am I... Oh no. Sapphires? And those buttons on your tunic, are they silver or white gold? They're of the finest silver. I could scarcely imagine such wonders. Strange, though. I heard your majesty lost his tail at the Battle of Lye Sands. Oh, boy. This is all falling apart fast. The famed Battle of Lye Sands remains one of the messiest, most complex, least understood military encounters in recent history, even though it technically involved only 2 armies in a single engagement. In battle as the formal signing of a peace treaty began between the Ferrets of Saltar and the Shrew Knights of Threve, some say the admirably restrained knights lost their temper when the Saltarian emissary was stricken with an uncontrollable fit of laughter as the Threve elder was seized by a salvo of sneezes caused by the fine-grained sand for which the lie is renowned. Alas, the truth may never be known, as in a rare breach of guild etiquette, the minstrels on both sides dropped their instruments to join the fray, leading to wildly diverging accounts of the battle. They could totally make more games in this universe. I haven't even seen most of these races, actually. It was recovered after the battle and stitched back on. Ah, then you must know, Malpatus the physician. How is he? This is an infinite trap. This is an infinite trap. Oh my god, it's just a deeper hole every time I say something. Malpatus the physician was present at the Battle of Lye Sands, though he did not personally take part in the mayhem. His claim to high fame stems from the fact that he allegedly managed to stitch back on the tail of Rat King Sauk of the Ferrets. Wait. Stitch back on the tail of King Sauk of the Ferrets? Or was it King Nor? Accounts of the battle differ. Oh, so King Sauk and King Nor are both from the battle. But it was a battle between who? The ferrets and who else was it? So neither of them are mice or rats. Shit. At the time, he was already under scrutiny for unsavory practices, namely illicit experiments on pre-deceased patients leading to their freshly deceased condition. So, lethal experiments. Later shortened to... known at first as the Malpatus practice, later shortened to malpractice. It's a physician whose very name became, in this universe, the source of the term malpractice. Great. Oh, about the same. Ah, still dead then. Now, Mouse, tell me your true name. I'd like to know who it is I'm eating. But you gave your word. I pretended to give my word to a pretend king. Forgive me, I need your help. And so you thought it wise to try to deceive a magpie? Yeah. Magpies and mice. Oh yeah, we have bad history, don't we? Yeah, following the War of the Green Flame, noble mice were stripped of their titles and mouse lands are confiscated. Mice have no king nor wealth, and so it is that no magpie has spoken to a mouse in generations. It's because they refuse to speak to anyone that's common. Like, of course you had to deceive them. You are either a fool or a thief. A little both? Ha! No doubt. But you are no coward. I'm a minstrel. A minstrel? Why didn't you say so? A minstrel is far greater than any king. I think I've read this already, right? Because, yeah, it's all their information about knowledge. Wait, so no magpie has spoken to any mouse for generations? Even though mice have minstrels? And to the point where, like, wasn't my song about mice wasn't a murder of crows? When I sang a murder of crows, wasn't the line about mice about how they are minstrels, basically? Like they're cutting rhymes or something like that. Sing something. A song I've not heard before. Something of historical value. Oh, I'm gonna get my wish. I just made a new song of historical value that they don't know about. Silas saved my life, probably, but not because of the whole king costume, but because of, his history. Oh. And perhaps I'll let you live. Well, you've never heard the Orphaned Prince before. Do I have more songs in here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, then this list matches my menu. Is the lullaby just not an option? I kind of thought it'd be an option. I heard it. Oh well. The Orphan Prince.
From the north through the mountains he came, searching for answers to questions unknown. Destiny calling his forgotten name. The orphan prince is at last coming home. His woman thought he would come to no harm. Slipped into his pocket her lute carved stone, led by the gleam of his true mother's charm. The orphan prince is at last coming home. White crest on the lake a-breaking, graven goes a silvery ring. Before him castle walls are shaking, son of mice and heir to the Rat King.
This Orphan Prince. What else do you know of him? He was raised by mice. Mice? Curious. Tell me more. He has a set of silver rings left by his father. The tail rings of the Rat Kings of old. Go on. He is sorely ashamed of his father. Then he does not know the truth. Oh. The truth? What do you mean? I mean what I say. Very well, minstrel. You may go. Wait, Magpie, please, I came here for your help. I've given you your life, and still you ask for more? Great Magpie, please, I came here to ask you a question. By my reckoning, my debt to you is paid. But I brought you light. You tried to deceive me. I played for you, and I let you live. But perhaps there is a bargain to be made between us. I came to this place only once before, as a fledgling, but the tunnels seem to have grown narrower in the years since. I wish to explore the lower hall, but this hole here has shrunk more than the rest. Perhaps you can go in my stead. So, what is it you hope to find in the lower hall? I recall seeing a tapestry adorned with magpies in a great battle. I want you to bring it to me. I wish to see it again with my own eyes. Very well. Ride the dying light down into the lower hall. Bring back with you the tapestry of the magpie. I'll do as you ask. I avoided all the stupid questions about how stupid I am. Where you're gonna be like, I'll be burned alive, ah! Because I'm like, nope, I know that I can't be hurt by, oops. I know that I can't be burned by the fire. I've already had it for myself. I wonder if they might have reacted differently if they saw me just whip out my my own fire instead of uncovering that one. This shows how good my disguises are when I face off against somebody that actually knows what well, isn't an idiot, basically. Oh. I'll be fine. Oh, hey, weird bridge. Well, this explains why I couldn't just jump down here earlier. It would have really broken the flow of the story. So over there, so that's how I get back. I get back by pulling that lever and this bridge falls down right here. Until then, I guess I just jump or something? And like I'll be alive, but I'll be trapped, right? Until I can find my way back out. That looks like a... rats with axes. Skeleton rats with axes, specifically. Ooh. Oh, that kills you. Weird. They kind of started pulling some kill boxes out of their ass in this zone, didn't they? We've established that Tilo can fall a shocking distance and be totally fine. Until now. Oops. Where's the banner, mouse? Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Should I just eat you now? Forgive me, Magpie, I must go. I pressed A instead of B. Whoops. Well, down we go. Alright, time to find a better way down, I guess. I guess if I can walk along this beam, as I did a moment ago. Okay. Huh. Wait, did I just reload last save and get here? Oh, right, when you talk to people, autosaves. Forgot about that detail. Which means that me talking to them a moment ago made me autosave where I landed after that fall, at least. Am I missing something obvious about this setting? Oh, wait. Haha. Boink. Haha. I'm all in Dark Souls level design mode of just thinking like, oh yeah, okay, that's how I'll get back when I get done. Like, because I'm used to all these levels that wrap in on themselves. So I'm like, okay, I'll drop down, do a bunch of stuff, then eventually I'll hit that lever to drop this. But no. Here's that lever trick I used at like the beginning of the game, and maybe once since, not very often. You don't spend a lot of time in dungeon type places in this game, so the more Tomb Raider-y mechanics, like throwing something at the lever to let yourself access that distant ledge via drop-down platform, hasn't come up as much. I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to go. You can't stop me, though. It turns out they can stop me. Like around the time where I can't do anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I trapped? I may have to suicide. I can make it to that platform. I did not. Wow, it's become a death-heavy playthrough all of a sudden. One down. Now I just need to find the last Hythern. Oh, there's three of them. That's too many spiders. You can't get me. Okay, maybe you can. 3 spiders, huh? Hey, you guys got any rat guards around here? I don't know how I would honestly identify them versus everything else. Are any of you rat guards? Excuse me? Banner lever. Ooh. The banner's hooked into the cauldron of the dying light. Okay, why? hee hee hee. Is it armed again? I think it is. Hey you. Guess what? I learned how to rearm these things. So GG, bro. Running out of durability now, though. Hey there. Just come on right over here. There you go. Alright, now it's just a pile of distressing spider corpses. 3 of them. Is that the rat guard? Yes, the last one. That was hard to find. Well, it wasn't hard to find. In fact, none of them were hard to find. They were all in the open in obvious locations. I mean, it was hard to find in that it was hard to find this place. What? The banner's now attached to the dying light.